We got a Portuguese man of war here. Check it out. As I've proven before, for those of who don't know this, jellyfish can't sting you on the palms of your hands. I actually did a video about this before. So, I wonder if you, no, I'm just kidding. So where there's no hair follicles, you can actually touch and it won't sting. Check it out. Granted, you may just think, oh, it's just because it's dead, you know, it's on the beach. I'm not sure how much longer the stingers still work. I'm not going to test it to prove it though, because these things hurt. Okay, I'll test it through. Okay, maybe it doesn't sting anymore once it's, no, there it goes, I feel it. It is definitely muted though. That stings, definitely stings. Stingers still work, so my theory is proven correct. Obviously it's not as bad as it would be if you were to get tangled in it. That's when it really hurts. And those things hurt bad. And I can feel it on the back of my hand now too. Man, it tastes like sushi. Almost 4 a.m. About an hour ago, Rohan freaking out and whooping. He has this whooping cough kind of sound, like as I was just heard it described from the ambulance EMT guy. It sounds like a seal. The EMT did come out. He looked at Rohan, gave a very reasoned, was able to listen, you know, to Rohan's throat and chest, and determined that really it's a problem up here. Or, you know, his assessment was a problem up here, not down here. Mom was worried that when Rohan got out into the colder air, it's still actually a little bit chilly by Florida standards, so that he might start the whooping sounding cough again. But the EMT reassured her, and so now they're driving to the ER. So they took him to the ER. He had multiple doctors look at him. This is an unrelated cough. He's doing fine. So there's a clip of him actually when they came back. They got back later in the morning. He's doing okay. He did have another little flare up when he was there, so the doctors were able to see it and able to give him a breathing treatment. And then they gave him a prescription, which we got filled today, so he'll be taking that tomorrow. So it looks like he's gonna be all right. As you can see in this next clip, he's looking, you know, a lot more jovial. So hopefully tonight he gets a good night's rest.
And then he takes a picture of you. On camera.
Double vlog. Did you get me?
I did not care. I'll try to take a picture of your phone.
Part of building Better Me is actually learning to cook. I can prepare cereal. I've cooked eggs. I mean, I've cooked things before, but I'm pretty much a man baby when it comes to food. Was interrupted by a phone call. Andy called, surf's up. After I cook this chicken, I'm gonna go surfing. I think one of the other problems is that I'm intimidated by cooking, especially grilling. It's like such a manly thing. Intimidated by the process. I think that I'm gonna mess it up or something. And I totally know what I'm doing. Don't. Yes, I'm a man. I know what I'm doing. I'm an adult. Where's the lighter? So that right there, that red mark there, and the red mark on my thumb, Clorox reaction. While I wait, having some sea breeze salad. I can't say that the fact that seaweed, that all the sushi from Publix now has Hello Kitty on every freaking container is very manly. But I'll tell you, sea breeze salad is manly. It tastes like you're eating seaweed. It really reminds me of surfing. Because when you get nice seaweedy water, at first you're like, oh, this is gross. And then after a while you're like, I am a fish. Man card revoked until further notice. Yeah, you're supposed to make the charcoal into a pyramid. See, this is supposed to be, we're supposed to be able to do this without lighter fluid. That was the whole thing about getting the newspaper deal. That's why it says don't put the top on. All right. This is my face dealing with reality. Remember I talk about rules and reality? Well, I fight reality a lot because I don't think the rules of reality make sense. Why isn't fire working? Stupid fire. Catch up with my petulant whininess, fire. That's my rule. Man. Third time was the charm. Good job, team.
I just sat there. I was moral support. Hey, I suggested looking at YouTube videos.
So,
there's this thing called Google, you know.
Oh, snap!
Oh, the Ford always says to
oh.
me when I know that he knows how to do something, I just want him to do it for me. He's like, there's this thing called Google, you know.
We had time for 11 minutes of a Ford rant there.
Whoa,
I think I might just put that in a separate video. It was answering a question, and it was not too mean.
It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't questioning you. I was just saying.
It wasn't too.
Whoa, 11 minutes.
Well,
is a
maybe
long
it's a little
time.
mean.
Like,
I don't know. But it's mean against me. I mean, I'm implicated in this because I can't even start a freaking fire. Like that. So that's what it's angry at the zeitgeist of middle class America, taking for granted an oven. You know, taking for granted a microwave. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, look it. Food only costs $5. No, it doesn't. It costs 5,000 years of toil and struggle to lead to that moment. Like, that's the truth.
Hey, there you go. You did that in like 20 seconds.
I think there is something to, like, needs starting to replace petty desires. You know, at a certain point, you're like, I just need to get this done. Like, I mean, it cuts out some of the bull crap. You're like, I wanted to go surfing today. Like, oh, I mean, is it my desire for food that's making me petulant? No, it's my desire for something I want. Reality's hard, man. We like our little propped up rules that make things easy.
I like my delivery and my takeout.
I'm getting lighter fluid.
Okay, well, here's the first bit of chicken that actually cooked after gratuitous dosings of lighter fluid.
I don't know. Well, it did cook. At least I accomplished that.
Sunscreen's at the shack at work and he's gonna go surfing. But I have some face sunscreen upstairs in the bathroom and you can put that on your face and your neck because everything else is gonna have a wetsuit on it. Yes! Don't die of skin cancer.
So if you recall, I was talking about how it's difficult to surf when you have these giant remote controls. So what you have to do with this one actually does work. So you can take out the electronic part, and then you need to get that off the key ring. And even though this is pretty big, it'll still fit in the leash holder almost. It's kind of uncomfortable. It can juts up against your foot. That's why sometimes people find other means. Sometimes people have locks on the car that's like a combination lock or something. You put your key inside of that.
All right, we got some guests tonight. Mike and Kat Meek of Liza's Kitchen fame. Anybody who's stuck around this entire time will know them, or anyone from Panama City will know them. Melissa used to work at Liza's Kitchen, and they're just great. They're just awesome people. This is another super long vlog today. Hey man, whatever. This is it. I'm bleeding subscribers like I've never bled subscribers in the history of this channel. I've lost 300 subscribers this month. So I'm just keeping the trend going, baby. So you who stay here and persevere through this boredom, you matter. You don't even have to like the video. Just comment every now and then. Let me know, because I remember the people who comment. Especially if you've been a lurker forever and you've never commented. Just say, "Hey man, still here." You know, remind me you're still here. All right, enjoy this one. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling that. My tongue's going, it's not going numb, but oh yeah. Oh, I'm feeling that. It hurts pretty bad. It's hurting worse as time goes on. So hey, my theory's proven correct. Never stung the palm of my hand, only the back of my hand and my tongue. Okay, I don't know if it's psychological or not, but now my lower teeth are starting to hurt. Like, did I grit my teeth while surfing? Did I mess with my jaw or something? It could just be placebo effect, you know, one of those things where you're like, oh, like thinking that's doing something, so then you start imagining that it's doing something. The stinging venom-filled nematocysts in the tentacles of the Portuguese man-o-war can paralyze small fish and other prey. Detached tentacles in dead specimens, including those that wash up on shore, can sting just as painfully as the live organism in the water and may remain potent for hours, even days after death of the organism or the detachment of the tentacle.
Stings usually cause severe pain to humans, leaving whip-like red welts in the skin that normally last 2 or 3 days after the initial sting, though the pain should subside after about 1 to 3 hours, depending on the biology of the person stung. However, the venom can travel to the lymph nodes and may cause symptoms that mimic an allergic reaction, including swelling of the larynx, airway blockage, cardiac distress, and an inability to breathe. So I recommend you don't lick the Portuguese man-of-war tentacle, because it's probably, just proximity-wise, it's closer to your lymph nodes and your head, because it's in your head. So,
are you going to video or are you?
yes, video. Awesome. So we got some, Melissa thought ahead and got some Indian spices and a little spice. What do you call it, actually?
I
It's
don't
like a
actually
spice.
know what the Hindi
Hey
name
viewers, what do we call like the spice container
spice
thing?
The spice rack.
The spice rack?
rack.
The
Yes.
spice,
Right, it is.
the spice dubba?
Yeah.
The spice tiffin? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully the American chef will know what to do with it.
That's right. And maybe
Figure it
make
out.
some fusion. Make a cool new fusion
See,
sandwich.
and this is for spices. I'm sure it could dub for a shot glass as well.
That's
Needed.
spice shots.
Right? There you go. That's being resourceful.
Yeah.
I like
Yes,
it. I
exactly.
like it.
Let's change in Panama City while we've been gone the last 5 years.
Well, spring break has changed a lot. As
Our-
you've probably noticed in March with almost 0 people when you're driving around.
R.I.P. spring break, basically.
Yes, R.I.P.
alcohol on the
spring
beach
break.
anymore.
That's right. And what else has changed?
But there's still a lot of families coming down.
Nothing
this
else has
time.
changed.
Nothing else has changed.
Same old Panama City. I don't think it's ever really going to change. Well, let's see. Where was everybody else 10 or 15 years ago? Because that's where we are now. Because we're always 10 or 15 years behind everything. So,
Oh, right.
pretty much. Oh,
Yeah.
yoga.
Yoga? We got yoga?
And our friend actually opened a yoga studio right by the Navy base. It used to be Simple Fit Yoga, but now it's PC Beach Yoga. And it's like this beautiful place, but she came from Tampa and she's like, why is there nothing like this here? Like, because it's Panama City.
Yep.
And we're 10 to 15 years behind everybody.
Yep.
That's how we roll.
In spite of being humiliated about my lack of cooking prowess, and the fact that I'm sure, I haven't even looked at the footage yet, but I am positive what I thought was a top turn is probably going to be a mid-face turn. And like, it seemed so cool in my mind, but when I look at it, it's going to look so dumb. And I hooted and hollered afterwards like, yeah! It's going to be kind of embarrassing. In spite of all that, the humiliation. It's a good day. Ready to go back to work tomorrow. So, until tomorrow, stay creative, stay cross-cultural, stay constructive, and stay strong, YouTubers. Thank you very much.